Still trying to get you to be a millionaire.
It's really not that hard. You just read this article and it happens overnight. Well, not exactly. According to the article, over 14 years, 12 years, 18 years, 22 years.
Right. That's all it takes.
It takes a lifetime of working at something and being diligent and disciplined to be a millionaire. And Don and I were talking about this before. It's being able to have a blind faith in your system and what you're trying to do, and know that sometimes you're going to have setbacks, you're going to have failures. It's powering through those things that actually help you be successful.
All right, hopefully you've been paying attention. We had 4 segments on the best ways to become a millionaire by Tom Corley with Money Magazine. This was great information. So I'm going to flip through again, real quick refresher of what those 4 ways are. Okay, the first and obvious one basically is the saver, the investor's pass. Just 22% of millionaires this way, but the big thing in the blue letters you can see, you have to start early to reach your $1 million.
Yeah, you really got to start in your 20s to make this work.
Right. Average net worth $3.3 million. You need to start at least by your 30s to be able to make this one pull off. So the next one, basically number 2, I'm going to flip through the dreamer's path. This is the hardest path, but also the biggest return. You're talking your successful actors, musicians, authors, business owners, and so forth. 28% of the folks make this, but very hard to get there. But you can see your net worth is $7.4 million, and it only takes 12 years.
Right, so this has a very high failure rate. This is something where people are trying things, and they finally hit a home run.
All right, number 3. Here's the typical one, the traditional way you go to college for, and you're going to the company climber's path, basically working your way through the company to become. It might be multiple companies, but it takes you approximately 22 years with a net worth of about $3.4 million.
Yeah, at some point you become a senior executive vice president or president or CEO of something, very elevated climber's position where you've come up from the bottom. You know, the typical story. I was in the mailroom and that kind of thing.
All right, the 4th way, the virtuoso's path. Basically, this is the smallest percentage of those, but basically it's being an expert in whatever field you're in. You're the top of your field, meaning you're the top surgeon, top lawyer, and so forth. Public health corporation.
The number 1 at whatever it is you do.
Right, but this still also takes you 20 years to perfect. It takes a long time because you're going to have to go to extra classes, extra studying, and be extra, time, the 10,000 hours to become an expert that they say, and become a top of your game. And the average net worth right around $4 million.
So not bad. So Don and I were discussing that we think there's a 5th. And actually, we're sure there's a 5th.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that is and it's not a very sexy name. We really should have come up with something better.
Combiners?
The combiner. The combination method. How about that?
That's a little better. Yeah.
We didn't put a lot of thought into the name.
If you know the combination, become a millionaire.
There you go.
There we go. Now we're talking.
But realistically speaking, there's a few of these that can be combined. The virtuoso and the dreamer can both work together. You could be the virtuoso and still be a saver. You could also be climbing the corporate ladder and be the climber and also be the saver investor.
Virtuoso meaning being the top of your game, that helps you move up the corporate ladder. Being the top of your game helps you become a dreamer because you're the best of the best, so therefore you can either move up, open your own business in that field, or become top of your field in that field.
Yeah, so bottom line is these 4 things were the base to a successful millionaire over 10 to 20 years. If you can combine a couple of these and actually have the discipline to use 2 of these at the same time, what you do is you increase your wealth and shorten the amount of time that it takes to get there.
Yeah, think about it. If you're doing the savers model and you're just slowly putting money away over 20 years, but if you're at the top of your game, how much more money can you put as a saver, therefore hitting the mark? I know this is pretty much, pretty obvious, but we think there's a 5th way, which is the combination method.
The combination method.
Oh, let's give Tom Corley, the guy who wrote this, and we kind of stole some of the great information from him. He wrote, Rich Kids, How to Raise Our Children to Be Happy and Successful in Life. Pretty cool. And Rich Habits, the daily success habits of wealthy individuals. Good stuff, Tom.
Very cool, Tom. Thank you so much. It was great information. And the truth of the matter is, notice that word is habits. It does take great habits, great discipline. Discipline.
Yes.
And
Hooked on phonics.
I am ESL. And great. What can I use the word? What's the best word? What did we use? We used discipline. We used
Consistency is another one.
you have to be able to overcome adversity. I couldn't think of a single word to do that, but you have to have.
Here's the key thing too. You'll like this one.
All right.
Most people quit when they're right at the precipice of making it happen. That 5% more you got to give, you're like, I can't do it anymore. I can't handle it anymore. I'm going to quit. That's that 5% that makes a difference in becoming a millionaire.
That's tenacity.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good word. Thank you
All
for.
right, so don't quit when it's darkest before dawn. So don't quit when you're close.
Yeah, leave my name out of it. All right, so again, go to DonnaGino.com, subscribe our YouTube channel, share with your friends, and always be in the know.